Welcome here to the Waynesville Tigers softball stadium. It is a orange and black battle of the Tigers today. Republic is in town. Republic in the black, Waynesville in the orange. We're going to be back here in a few minutes. Coaches are talking right now, getting all the pregame stuff sorted out, but we'll be back just a few minutes here from Waynesville High School for some Waynesville Tigers softball.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Yeah.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Let's go.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
All right.
High school.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
and Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following.
Number 4, Paige Elzenrock.
And welcome here to Tiger softball coming up. Oh, we need the scoreboard on there, don't we? First pitch is going to be a ball that's going to be away. Elzamont up at the plate first for Republic here. And I'm supposed to be doing the book, by the way, so I should probably get to doing that book. It's a 1-1 count now for Elzamont. And that pitch behind the plate once again. It'll be a 2 strikes now on Paige Elzamont. Calhoun at the plate for the Lady Tigers. Beautiful day for some softball here in Tiger Town. Foul ball. That is pitch number 4. So still 1-2 count. Calhoun's pitch is going to be a little bit high on that. Good pitch down the middle, but a little high on the play. Later this week, we have Carnes coming up next for the Republic Tigers after this. And this is hit high. That is catchable. It is just outside, really just inside of the fence. And just like that, that is 6 pitches on this count right now. Pitcher catching the bottom. The pitcher catching a lot of pitches early here. Not a pitch count like in baseball. This is hit deep. That is to the center field. Can't be caught. And I don't know what happened here, but
Now coming to the plate, number 18,
my
second base.
computer did something, updated something. So we're going to have a single. Carnes coming up to bat now for Republic. Runner on first. Pitch is low. Was that a strike? That was a ball. Runner does advance on that on the steal. So runner at second now in scoring position for their Black Tigers out there. Orange Tigers are Waynesville. Black Tigers are Republic. Second pitch goes down swinging. Carnes. Pitch from Calhoun. Swing. Strike number 2. 3 pitches. That is number 9 in the inning here for the Lady Tigers. I just don't even have a pitch count on here. What's going on? Give me a book without a pitch count. What is this, a softball book? I like those pitch counts, by the way. 2-2 count. Foul ball into the net. That will bring up pitch number 6 now for Carnes. Coming up next is Addie Brown. That is off the ground. Runner tagged at first is out. That'll be our first out of the game.
Now batting for Republic, number 14, left fielder, Addie Brown.
That will go down as a 6-3 out. Runner does advance on that. Sorry. 5-3. Brown first pitch again is a ball. 13 pitches coming into this at bat. That pitch is also away. Calhoun pitching here for the Tigers. Waynesville coming off a win last week against orange and black rival Richland. Well, I guess former rival. It's been a while since they were really rivals, but 2-1 count here for 2-2 count. So 4 pitches in, count is even. Runner at first, that is Elsmont. Foul back. Again, back into the net here. 6th pitch coming of the at-bat. It is top of the first. This is our second broadcast of the week. We have, coming up later on, we have the Tigers against the Tigers on Thursday, followed by Tigers against the Tigers on Friday again. That'll be both Willard, 8th grade football at home, varsity football on the road. I believe that one was a... I don't know what that one was, but that's a strike drop. It is out. Runner does not advance.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 22.
First out of the game, or second out of the game. And Piper Dishman coming up to bat, designated hitter. I love how they put DP down there for designated pitcher, I'm assuming, but I don't believe that position
I
exists.
think they call it designated player.
Kind of the utility player.
Yeah.
Third pitch is a ball. Tigers in the hole. Calhoun pitching.
It's supposed to work exactly like the designated hitter spot.
Pitch to first. This will end the inning. And just like that, the Orange Tigers will come out ahead. We'll be back after these messages for the bottom of the second. Waynesville Republic, we are tied halfway through the first. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Waynesville community would like to thank Allen Hilliard for his exceptional live streaming services for all of our Waynesville sporting events.
Exceptional.
Your hard work, dedication, and undeniable love for sports truly shows through every minute of your broadcast. Your passion and commitment to bringing the game to fans everywhere never goes unnoticed. Thank you for delivering an outstanding streaming experience that keeps us all on the edge of our seats. Allen Hilliard Sports on YouTube has not only entertained us, but also brought us closer together as a sports community. We are truly grateful for your talent and enthusiasm in sharing the game with us. Thank you, Allen Hilliard, for your remarkable contribution to the world of sports broadcasting. Fans, subscribe now to Allen Hilliard Sports on YouTube.
I feel like you stole that from somewhere. Did you? I feel like I've heard that before. Honestly, probably.
Leading off for the Waynesville Lady Tigers will be center fielder number 7, Alexis Ninadich.
And we are back. Alexis Nididich for the Lady Tigers coming up to the plate. The pitcher up to bat, number 12, Kara Goki. First pitch is a ball. So wrapping up last inning, 23 pitches resulted in 3 outs with no runs for the top half. Waynesville Tigers in the orange, in the black is Republic. And Republic in the hole now here. It is an 0-3 count. Chance for Waynesville to swing at whatever comes down the line, at least. In theory, it would be. And that pitch is just off the corner. So 3-1 count now for Republic here. I want to thank all of our great people helping out with these broadcasts, especially Security Bank of Pulaski County for making Tiger softball broadcast as it used to be. At least most of them that I can. We got a few kinks in there that have caused some trouble, but we'll try to get all the conference games as we can. Full count coming up for Waynesville. Goki's pitch is sent back to the tennis courts. Coming up is Cobb and Grosswiener. Riley Grosswiener, by the way. There is two of them that play back-to-back. Don't ask me which one is which, because I could not tell you. That pitch is away. That's going to be our first walk of the game.
Stepping up to the plate will be second baseman number 8, Kendall Cobb.
And Cobb coming up to bat next. Lady Tiger on first. Again, Waynesville in the orange, Republic in the black. I do want to appreciate Republic. They do a great job on broadcasting many of their sports here. That is hit to center field. Neither player can reach it. And just like that, we're going to have runners on first and second. That was a deep single.
Number 1, Riley.
So Cobb and Alexis on base. Riley Grosswiener up to bat now. And I believe that was just the 7th pitch of the inning there. And we got a strike nearly straight down the middle on that one. Pitch to Grosswiener is fouled backwards. Grosswiener now in the hole, 0-2 here. Lady Tigers still on first and second. And Cobb will retreat back to first. As well as Linedick will go back to second. 1-2 count. That is no swing. So Grosswiener's evens count up at 2-2 here. Maubach, the coach of the Republic Tigers. And hit out deep. That's going to bring in one. Waynesville left one out there on base, but that's going to be a RBI for Grosswiener.
Next up is third baseman number 9, Reagan Grosswiener.
Cobb will move to third. And Grosswiener will move to second off that double. First pitch is a strike. Reagan Grosswiener up to bat now. Throw to first. For the first out, the runner is safe. So 2 runs on the board now for Waynesville. We're going to have a infield out for Reagan Grosswiener. Gordon up to bat for the Lady Tigers now. This is still the bottom of the first. If you're just joining us, this is over to third. That's a error on the shortstop. So that will go down as an E6, I believe, is what we'll call
Coming up
that.
for the Waynesville Lady Tigers will be pitcher number 13, Akayla Calhoun.
And that will move Riley Grosswiener into scoring position off the error. There is one out I did not put on the board. And we got a discussion with Melvin Respress, a official down
The
there.
courtesy runner for Elaine Borden will be number 2, Sadie Fawn.
And Sadie Fawn will come in as our courtesy runner here. It is Kayla Calhoun coming up now for the Tigers. That is the pitcher. Again, she pitched 23 pitches in the first inning of this contest with no out, or with 3 outs and 0 runs. Runners on first and third, just wait. Oh, never mind. I see why. That was 2. That was 3. My bad. We're bad. I miscounted. Don't worry, Coach Maubach, when you're watching this, I'm sure I would never miscount.
Just blame it on me. Just blame it on me.
Always blame the scorekeeper and the scoreboard. I think sometimes that is how it works, though, unfortunately. Fourth pitch, that's going to be away, so 3-1 count to Calhoun. Oh, 2-2. Sorry, did not look like it was on target, but it was. That's a no, that is not a strike. Alrighty then.
Yeah, that's a full count.
Full count coming up here, so either way we would have still had the same count.
Gotta grow her up.
That's gonna get through. That'll bring up, that's a double. That's a triple. A triple for Calhoun on the play, brought in a run. 4-0 lead for the Lady Tigers right now.
Now batting number 5, Kaylin Ryan.
Number 5. Well, she got number 15 in this fancy. I'm looking at the wrong one. Wait.
They have to scratch Nick.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not looking at the wrong one. They had a boo-boo here, but that's our second out. That is Brian. Runner does come in, I believe. Makes it a 5-run lead
Now
here
batting
for the
right
Tigers.
fielder, number 10, Molly Zarcone.
So that was our second out, by the way, of the game there. Molly Zarcone coming up. We did have a change on here. That is why I did not have that. There we go. Now we're all caught up like we should be. 1-1 count for Zarcone. There's a strike. 1-2 count coming up here. Do want to thank everyone for supporting Allen Hilliard Sports, all the different businesses here. Again, coming up this week, we have more of the Week of the Tiger, as I call it this week. We're going to switch to the Willard side of things. That'll be at home, the 8th grade this weekend, this Thursday. Be on the road at Willard. This is a short hit. And just like that, we'll be out number 3. But Tigers bring up 5 runs out of that. We'll be back after this. You're watching Tiger Softball on Allen Hilliard Sports. It's working. Ooh. They wrote Republic down above the Waynesville lineup and Waynesville above the Republic lineup. Sir, is my announcing to your adequate high standards of...
Leading off for the Republic Lady Tigers will be first baseman number 9, Maddie Taylor.
You said Maddie Taylor? Why does she have a C on here? Wait, what happened to number 12?
She's up now.
Oh. Okay. I was about to say.
Stepping into the plate is pitcher number 12, Kara Goki.
And we are back here now. Goki is up to bat for Republic. First pitch is a ball. Top of the second, that pitch is away. Maddie Taylor. Okay, her book is wrong.
They're staying in order according to this, so I just fixed it. Just erase the names and replace them.
Sorry about that. We're having to fix some numbers here, but we do have a runner on second. So Taylor is on base. I don't know how she got there. How'd she get on base?
Runner on second was hit by a pitch.
All right. Oh.
Another dead ball.
And second runner to get hit by a pitch here.
Next up is number 8, catcher Maddie Carter.
That is Maddie. Called as Goki. That is the pitcher. She is going to be hit by a pitch. Sorry about that. Had some confusion there, but either way. And up next is going to be Maddie Carter. That is number 8. Probably should have checked for this first before I started. 15-1. We are back on track now, of course. Things always go perfect as the original plan. Out at first. Good tag for the Lady Tigers on that. Essentially got a force out, fielder's choice, but chose first base.
Number 3, shortstop Emma Ellison.
For the first out. Emma, why is there a different last name on here than what's on here? Emma Ellison coming up. It's a completely different Emma. Alrighty then.
Now up is number 15, Emma Goodenpile for third baseman.
Are these numbers not? 8 is...
Number 8 is Maddie Carter.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Emma Ellison. Number 15 is Emma Goodenpile.
Okay.
So there's just like 3 Emmas.
Okay. All right, we are back here. Foul ball, 1-1 count coming up for Emma Ellison here. This is a very low pitched inning here. I believe this is less than right about 10 pitches in this inning so far. Second strike is also foul. And Kate Stewart is the number 9, the flex player on there. Runners at second and third, 1 out for Republic here. Republic in the black, Waynesville in the orange. I do prefer the orange a little better. I think we need to have a neon orange night to make things even more fun. Full count for full count plus an extra pitch. So 6 pitches now in this at bat. Is not Emma Ellison, it's Emma Hoodenpile. Apologize on that. Runner scores from third. First runner to score for Republic. And the hit out at third. Runner will score though, so second runner for the Lady Tigers. And that is out. Center field or so. We'll be back after this. Either way, it is 5-2. We'll be back.
Are you feeling hungry? Support your team and treat yourself to something tasty. Make sure to visit our concession stand during the game for a delicious selection of snacks. Grab a classic hot dog, cheesy nachos, buttery popcorn, a refreshing soda or water, and a variety of candies to satisfy that sweet tooth. Don't miss out on these fan favorites while enjoying the game. Hurry on over to the concession stand now.
He's not in the right area here. Why is that not working? Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports. And we are back here. It is bottom of the second. Waynesville at bat. Misataki up to bat. Last inning resulted in 2 runs. The pitch count was kind of... we'll count that up in a minute here. Misataki 1-2 count right now. And over the head of the Republic center fielder into second for a standing double.
Back to the top. Number 7, Alexis Nenadich.
And Nenadich coming up to bat. Assuming that's a just a 10th batter at the bottom down there. 5-2, Tigers still lead. We're going to take a short break here while we wait, and we'll be back after this to catch up on all my mistakes. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gasco Sage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gasco Sage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gasco Sage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches on Monday nights, Bambinos in Springfield, for the quarterback club. See you this fall.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
And we are back. Dishman coming in as a pitching change for Republic. And Ruby will move to third over there. She got on in a double on the 4th pitch of her at bat. I got everything corrected, by the way. But we are all good now. And that ball is set foul. 1-1 count here for the Lady Tigers. Benedich up to bat right now. Runner on third in scoring position for the Lady Tigers. Foul ball again. 1-2 count. Benedich is fighting here in this possession right now. Holy cow. They're giving me a lot of sauce here for my nuggets from an undisclosed place that sells McRibs at a certain time of the year.
Burger King?
Sure. Got some tangy honey barbecue or honey mustard and tangy barbecue. It sounds like they should be the other way. Foul ball again. 2-2 count. Leads to a, well, not quite a full count yet, but almost there. And full count for Republic. And strike looking out of the full count. So that will be our first strikeout of the
Number 8, Kendall.
first strikeout for the Waynesville Tigers here. Waynesville has 1 on Republic. Generally, the outs are infield, really fielder's choices. I mean, we had options on those, but usually the first is the easiest option. First pitch is a strike. Kendall Cobb up to bat, second base. Looks like is where she is stationed at right now anyway. That is hit out to center field. That is caught. Beautiful catch on that. Hisataki on her way back. Can't hang on to the ball. Since Taki forced to go back, and that is very good running catch on that play. That will go down as an
Number
F8.
1, Riley Grosbeak.
And that'll be out number 2. Riley Grosvener up to bat. And the baseball coach is next to me for the Tigers, by the way, so he is the expert opinion on whatever you need to know about baseball.
I'll do my best, Allen.
He will tell you in the 1962 World Series what the winning pitcher's batting average was, but either way, that's a loose ball right there, and passed ball turns into a run. Tigers now lead 6-0.
What was your question, Allen? I bet I can Google it.
I bet I can Google it. And someone's going to look at the scorebook and go, what does a P mean on the base? And they will forever be confused. But either way, I believe 2-1. There's the count that wasn't on the board a second ago when I looked up. Coming up next, if so be, is Reagan Grosvener. If not, we will have our third out either way. This is the first broadcast of the year, so I'm getting back in the rhythm. Two and two count. Foul ball.
In fact, I have the first softball trivia question coming up in between the third inning, so get ready for that.
All right. 2-2. That's what I got. Here is a thing that if you care to play without cheating here, which I guarantee Coach can't find it. Who was the first Waynesville varsity football team that they ever beat? Coach over there is.
I'm stunned. I'm an Arkansan, so.
Here's a hint. There is one of those schools named locally that is also named in Arkansas. Which should give it away very easily.
Farmington.
Locally.
My bad. Sorry, there's a Farmington, Arkansas.
Full count coming up here. Pitched away to Grosvener inside. They're going to call that as a swing. Second strikeout. That is out number 3. But either way, we're going to take a break. We'll see if he can figure that out later. But we'll be back after this. You're watching Softball by Security Bank. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips, whatever you need. And we are back here again. It is Addie Brown up to bat here. I didn't put my little stop on there, did I?
Nice little play by Khalil. Ground out to the pitcher.
And our first out, Addie Brown to the pitcher
Number 22,
there.
Piper Dishman.
Dishman coming up to bat.
Right home.
To the pitcher for the out. Actually, it'll probably be a 1-3. Do it correctly here. 1-1 count to, actually, 2-1 count to Piper. This is Piper's second at bat. She struck out in the first. Piper will stay safe at first as she is going to get a single there. A couple Tigers looking for it, but neither Tiger went after the ball. Taylor coming up to bat. Taylor scored in the second after being hit by a pitch. Made her rounds across the plate.
Courtesy runner is number 13, Maddie Chevalier.
Pinch runner for Republic coming in. That is Chevalier for the Lady Tigers. Both these teams are almost identical to colors and everything, by the way, if you were not familiar with this area. Stolen base on that ball, 0-2 count. So another clue, they are the Tigers, if that helps any.
Not at all. There's so many Tigers.
And hit by a pitch, I believe. Yep.
No, it's not Bentonville. That's where I'm from. Number 12, Kara Goki.
So, unearned base opportunity there. So, hit by a pitch for Taylor. Goki, foul ball to start off. 0-1. Runners on first and second. They are Blue Tigers.
Blue Tigers. Oh, so Salem?
There you go.
Interesting. There's a Salem, Arkansas? I'm ashamed of myself.
One count here for Goki coming up to the plate.
Did I crack you up there, Alan?
Had to do some thinking in my head for a second there. That is off of something metal out there. Foul ball, 2-2 count. Carter coming up to bat next after Goki. Goki did score after being hit by a pitch last inning. This is straight up. Almost. Another foul ball back here to the press box. We do have a net directly in front of us, but you can hit a ball straight up in the air and it'll come down the gap. Now, if you're really good, you've got a hole right in this net right here that you can get a foul ball right in this press box if you do it just right.
We might be protected by the speaker, though. That's always a good thing. I think it would be loud if it hit it.
This is hit out to the outfielder over the head. Runners will score. They'll bring in at least one, bring in two. And that is a triple. So 2 RBI shot for Republic here. That will cut into this Waynesville lead. Cut it down to 2. So that is the second run for Taylor, second run for 22 Piper, or first run for Piper. Carter coming up to bat. Maubach with a quick visit. We're going to take a word from our sponsors. We'll be back after this. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are member FDIC equal home house. And we are back here. New pitcher in for Waynesville. It is number, I believe that is Addie Nicole in there for pitcher. Or Nicole. Who was the original person in that spot, but
She's gotten me like 6 or 7 times on her last name, but it's actually Nicole.
alright. Foul ball here to Carter. Carter now with 2 strikes on her at bat coming into this. And Carter again struck out in the second. Another foul ball.
I try to catch every one of those, Alan.
It's top of the third if you're joining us. Rep Mo is Republic of Missouri in the black. Waynesville is the Waynesville Tigers in the orange. Over to third, back to first. That is out. Tag on the force. Good job on the play. Runner good at first.
Number 3, Emma Ellison.
So second out of the inning here.
Jama Pitchford will be your courtesy runner.
Said Ellison. Why do I have... Are they batting 9 or 10?
The 1 in the 10 spot is a flex player. So
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Emma Ellison coming up to bat.
Yeah, anytime there's somebody in that 10 spot.
All right, now we figured it out
playing a defensive position.
what happened there.
We had a
Ball to
stolen
Ellison,
base.
by the way.
All those symbols.
Bad throw by our catcher, which forced the runner to third base.
Carter sitting on third here. 0-1 count to Ellison. Pitch is high and away. That is reined in, though, by the Lady Tigers. That'll be the first ball of this possession here for Waynesville. This is not really a possession. It's more of an at-bat in softball, but still in the football mode here. That is deep. That might be over the fence. That is off the fence. Hisataki is not going to hang on to that. Run will score. That will bring this within a 1-point game. Runner on second
Number
off
15,
the double.
Emma Hootenheim.
That is 3 runs brought in on this inning alone here. So it is 6-5. The math adds up. And this is going to drop again. That's going to find a hole. That'll tie this game up at 6 apiece. And back-to-back doubles. Pudding pile will come in.
I think it's under 5.
That is 6-6 here. Runner on second. Page number 4 should be at bat. We are correct. Finally, Elsmont at bat. Elsmont, this is her third at bat of the ball game here. She has had well, she was out somehow in the second. Don't ask how. I just put 2 outs by her. And she had a single in the first. We'll just put a question mark on there. 1-1 count. This hit is up. That is caught by the outfielder. That will end the inning. That'll go down as an F7. But we'll be back after this. That is out number 3. We are tied up in Tigertown. Tigers and Tigers. We'll be back. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live. We are back ready to go. By the way, the quiz was who won the 2025 softball college national championship. And keep your answers coming in.
The bottom of the third, number 9, Reagan Grosfield.
Now, if you text me the second place team who they beat, that'll be awesome. By the way, it's not me cheating. By the way. And first pitch is an out for Waynesville. Reagan Grosvener, short little 4-3 out for number 1. Coming up next is Elena Gordon. Why am I not on that one? She's bottom of third. There we go. Now we're good. Foul ball, 0-1 strike on that. 6-6 tied here. Well, no one else has given an answer yet. Ooh, close inside pitch on that. That's going to be a ball. That's a zinger. Gordon scored in the first off an error. Well, she got on base with an error. And she eventually would come around and score. 2-1 count now for Gordon. She is Dishman. Foul ball, 2-2 count. No one on base, 1 out. This is to, looks like the second baseman, the first baseman. So I'm going to assume that's what position she played. She was pretty far over to first, but Kayla Calhoun coming up to bat.
Number 13, Kayla Calhoun.
2 outs, no one on. We're still tied, 6-all. First That is a good fielding play. That's going to go down as an F3 in the official book, and just like that, that is out number 3.
We have a close one.
We're going to take another break for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back for the 4th. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs.
Did I say that out loud?
We are back here. It is top of the 4th. And it was Texas, by the way, most importantly, an SEC team that won the championship. Not the one that we're proud of, by the way, but we'll take it.
I think either way, that World Series was going to somebody from Texas.
Well, it's Texas. I mean, it was either Texas or Oklahoma it was going to, one of those two states.
I'm just glad it's somebody different. Although OU had a heck of a run.
1-1 count. This is popped up. Foul ball. 1-2 count here.
Thought I had that one.
That is Carter up to bat, I believe.
Mia Carnes.
Nope, it's Carnes. Never mind. I had the wrong person I was looking at. Foul ball. That's a deep foul ball. That'd have been a home run. That thing was belted there. Oh, what did I do that for? And foul ball again. She is 0 for 2 right now in this ball game. Flew out to the center field and had an infield fielder's choice in the first. And did not step up in the third. She is 0 for 3 now. Next up is Addie Brown.
Number 14, Addie Brown.
Brown is also 0-2, struck out in the first, and had a pitcher to first base out in the third.
It's a leadoff strike.
First pitch is a strike here coming into this. Still tied up, Tigers and Tigers.
That's to one of the Twins.
And that is a out to the third baseman right there.
Reagan Grosspiener.
And Reagan Grosspiener will get that out for us.
22, Piper Dishman.
So 2 outs. Dishman coming up. Dishman scored along with a single in the third. Had a infield out in the first. This is her third at bat. And 2 strikes, both to the corner. And that is hit deep to center field. That is pulled in. And just like that, 3 up, 3 down. Still tied. We'll be back after this. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to... We are back. Brian up to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning here. Still tied 6-6. 2 quick half innings in a row to get us to this point in the fourth. Waynesville came out 5-0 after 1. Republic closed that gap to a 6-2 difference, and then 4 runs by Republic to Waynesville 0 tied this ball game up, is where we're at right now. Brian is still batting out there for Waynesville. She's going to get a hit just past second base. That's going to be a single. Brian will pick up the base, and that'll be that'll be the first base. She was out number 2 in the first.
Now batting will be number 15, Abby Nicole.
Okay, the batting order's changed. From Nicole. Will join short place Molly, assuming Zarcone, on the batting order here. And 2 strikes early for Lady Tigers on this. Game going fairly quick here. Started on time, and it's only been right at an hour now so far.
It's one thing I love about softball.
Unlike those baseball games that last 3.5 hours.
3 outs in baseball is pretty much 3 innings in softball, I think.
Pitch is going to be far from the plate. That'll be ball number 1, runner at first. Tigers have not scored since the second inning. That will even the count up at least. It's just the 6th pitch of the inning here. 7th pitch, actually. Something like that. 5, 6, 7. Give or take a number. Foul ball.
Speaking of one of those holes, I just found one. I hit about 3/4 way up. Definitely found a hole and almost got it. Cracks me up when you say heads up and everybody's heads go down.
Looking at the way this outfield is on the camera there, this would be a perfect place to add bleachers on that hillside, I think, out there. We could add like 300 more bleachers all the way across that hillside out there, I think. That is going for a double play. Can't hang on. Both are safe. Perfect opportunity for the double play, but that is going to be a fielder's choice, I believe. We'll give that one to. We'll just give it a single just to be nice. We're going to have a substitution coming in for the runner, number 18 for the Lady Tigers.
For the pitcher will be number 18, Aaliyah Gordon.
And Aaliyah Gordon will come in for Waynesville.
That is the little sister of our catcher.
Runners on first and second here. We'll just give
Ruby Isatake.
We'll just give that a run. I mean, it could be an error, but it wasn't a fielding error, so I don't think no one's going to argue with that. Hisatake up to bat. Hisatake scored and had a double in the second. She was the last Tiger to score.
She smashed the ball on the last one.
And no outs yet so far. One in scoring, one waiting. That is a pretty good pitch down the middle there. 1-1 count. And runners, I believe, have to go back on that. Yep, runners tried to steal, but I think they eventually decided to go back to where they were.
That's down.
It's going to be a hit. Runner over to third. She's safe. So runners at first, second, and third. The coach going out there to talk about it there. That's ruled safe on the initial thing here. That's a long single. I mean, good placement.
This is just me being me.
I mean,
being honest, coach-wise.
I mean, we could go back, and I can. And looking at the video replay on my computer, she was I
think what got the umpire on that.
Yep.
She did have to jump.
She came down before the ball went in, so that wasn't out.
Force out at third. So
very close though. Runners at first and second here for Waynesville. Hisatake with that run. And then Alexis back up to bat. This is her third.
Number 7, Alexis.
She scored off a walk in the first, then she struck out in the second. With a 7-pitch at bat in that second inning there.
Go back.
And that is out.
Get up.
Ow. So she is... It hit her off the helmet. Well, we got a lot of just whatever's going on at the moment here, but on the second pitch, that was an out, by the way. That'll be F4, I believe. I think that's who was over there.
Now batting number 8, Kendall Cobb.
That'll be our second out. And
I think that throw bounced off the back of our hitters. Or runners.
It did.
So it should be
So we have a discussion here about something here, but anyways, well, no, we're just
kicking around some rosin bags.
Oh, keep them inside the diamond, I guess, or the circle, or.
It's a heck of a diamond. Is that a diamond with no corners?
That's right. Gotta teach those kids right the geography.
Geometry?
Geography.
Awesome. Classic Tuesday here in Waynesville.
And that is foul ball off the fence. They were still running like it was live out there, but it was off the fence itself. That is strike number 1.
I'm going to go ahead and predict a stolen base right here. Ready for this?
Still have 2 Lady Tigers here.
Stolen base. Ruby Hisatake.
And Hisatake advances on that. Runners at second and third. While Cobb is at home plate here with 2 outs. If If you hit anything past that outfield, you're going to bring in 1 or 2 of them pretty easily here.
So let's just get a ball to the outfield, get it through.
Strike on that. That is 1 and 2 now.
Get us a ground ball with eyes here. I think it would score Rudy. She's got some pretty good wheels.
Next up is Grosswiener and Grosswiener.
If Kendall gets on, one of those twins will definitely get it.
Riley and then Reagan first.
On your own time, girl. Looks like we've got some football boys in the house supporting our ladies.
That is outside. That's going to be a ball. Fast pitch, just a little outside.
I wish I could coach from this box during games. I love this view.
You can't just put a camera up here and have a wireless camera feed down in the dugout.
It'd be pretty sweet, but I don't think that's legal. We're not allowed to have electronics in the box. Or else I'd have drones all over the field.
Just have an iPad with a live video feed. With a headset to someone sitting up in the press box.
Then they'd be calling me a Houston Astro.
Strike out on that. And that's the end of the inning here. We're going to take a break here. Score remains tied at 6. Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri.
We take the fastest in between.
And we are top of the 5th inning here, and Taylor, that is deep. That is foul.
She caught it.
That is caught though. Woo! That was the ball right there.
Love a good foul ball territory catch.
And that was an F7 on the official tally there, and
one of the freest outs you can get.
If that would have been maybe another foot over and a little more powerful, that would have been a different story off that pole right there. But
number 12, Kara Goki.
Goki coming up to bat here. One of the pitchers earlier in the ball game. A pitch into the dirt. I refer to this as dirt, by the way, but if you have never been here, this is as far as you can get from dirt.
It's brown like dirt. That's in the gap.
That is going to fall. That's a double. And nearly had the tag on that, but good double to lead off for Republic. So Goki gets on the board.
Number 8, Maddie Carter.
Carter coming up to bat. Carter has scored and has flew out to third. And then Emma E and Emma H. This ball hit deep into outfield. That's going to be an out. Runner will remain at second. Again, good job by the outfield. That is the number 7 spot. So Emma E coming up to bat here.
Number 22, who ends a pitch, yes. But they're both in the lineup. Yes.
Oh, off the helmet. That will be a free base here. That's a different person anyway.
Coach Schmalbach needs that book real quick. Finelli, John, that's a coach in.
In the dugout?
Yes, sir.
All right, our book has been taken away here. So anyways, the fact that none of that was in order correctly to begin with. This is hit out to, that is caught. That is out number 3. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. We're still tied at 6. Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips, whatever you need, down to your beverages and down to your sweet snacks. Check out Dog Patch. The Dixon School District has been a sponsor of Allen Hilliard Sports for many. So we are back. That ball is in play. That is our first out of the inning here. Grosvenor, Riley Grosvenor with the
Reagan Grosvenor.
1-3 out, I believe, on that. We'll go for 1-3. One of those people over there got the first out. Do some counting here. And 2 outs just like that. Grosvenor up, Grosvenor down. That's a 5-3 put out. So 2 up, 2 down so far for the Lady Tigers. Gordon coming up to bat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think that's right. Gordon up to bat. Gordon has reached on an error and has hit into the infield for an out during this ball game so far. It is perfect weather here, and I think that nipped her on the shoulder there. And trainer going out to check on her. We're going to take a quick break while the trainer checks on her. We'll be back after this. Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri.
ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are a member FDIC, Equal Home Housing Lender, 2 locations, Waynesville and Iberia. Post Pawn Shop is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all the area schools, including the Frisco League basketball tournament. Be sure to visit them down by the front gate of Fort Leonard Wood. The Bank of Crocker, since 1911, has been in Pulaski County and this.
And Sadie Fawn back in the ball game here.
Batting for your Waynesville Tigers will be number 13, Michaela Calhoun.
And Calhoun at bat for the Tigers. Gordon going to get looked at by the trainer over there. That ball fouled off. That is strike 1. Calhoun has scored. She had a triple, and she also had a F3 in the 3rd inning. And that is out. I believe that's going to be F5 or F6, but either way, it'll be an out, and we'll be back after this for more Tiger baseball. We're still tied 6-6.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches Monday nights, Bambinos in Springfield, for the quarterback club. See you this fall.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank the Iowa Woo this year for allowing me to be their provider of live broadcasting services during their games up in Waterloo, Iowa. Be sure to check them out next season on the Arena League, the Iowa Woo.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Dixon community, as well as the Dixon athletic programs. Be sure to join the Booster Club. All the money goes to help support the Dixon athletes in the community, whether it be high school, middle school, baseball, basketball, whatever it is. Check out the Dixon Booster Club on Facebook to become a member. $200 to be a corporate sponsor on the video board in the gym.
Yeah, I think they skipped her. Unless they changed the batting order during... So okay then. So they must have moved her position? I don't know. That's weird. We are back here again. Sorry about that. We are figuring out some changing of stuff. Batting order here or something. But Elzamont up. Foul ball. That is another one of those balls that would be a home run if it was a little bit straighter. So 0-2 count just like that. Neither team has scored since the third. And that was Republic to tie this up with 2 runs. We only got 2 more innings left here in this ball game. That is safe. That's going to be an error on the fielding right there. So that will be an E3. And up next is Mia.
Number 18, Maya Carnes.
And Maya Carnes coming up to bat. Ball into the dirt. And runner with the steal. Carnes is 0 for 3 in this ball game here. Strikeout, flyout, and a fielder's choice of some sort in the first here. And that ball is high. 0-2 count. Currently in favor of the Black Tigers. Three count now in favor of the Black Tigers. Turn off that air conditioner there, the sound of the summer. It is cooling down this time of year, but do not fear. Nature has decided that next week it is coming back.
Number 14, Addie Brown.
Addie Brown coming up to base.
Runners at first and second, no outs.
So next week, weather up in the 90s again. So our false fall is finally ending here, and our second summer is coming for our late summer season.
This is probably one of their bigger bats, so they're probably not going to bunt her, even though this would be
Brown, that's hit deep, but that is settled out in center field. That is out. Both runners stay in place.
What a throw.
F8 on the boards. That is out number 1. It's a good play by the Lady Tigers on that.
Piper Dishman.
Dishman coming up to bat. She is 1 for 3. She has scored once after a single and has flew out to the outfield and also has a infield out during the first. These two teams will... Actually, I don't know if these two teams will meet again. We could check out the MSHSAA site and find out what the districts are for these teams. I don't really know what the softball districts are this year. 1-1 count. Again, it is 100 years of celebrating MSHSAA's association here, Missouri High School Activities Association, when they were first formed. There is a book about that would be a cool book to read. If you get a chance to find it or look for it, it talks about MSHSAA's history. It was written back in the 80s or 90s. Somewhere around Waynesville, or it's still floating around because it was in the old locker room. Not sure whatever happened to it, but I'm sure it's still somewhere around here. Things don't go lost too long.
Full count. Come on, Abby.
Looking ahead for the Lady Tigers here of Waynesville. They will travel to Willard on September 11th. That ball fouled. And should be a full count. It is a full count. Then they'll have the Vienna tournament over the weekend. Then we'll have a game at Dixon on Monday. I will not be doing that game as that'll be a football day.
Off the top of the dome. That's probably one of the scariest sounds if you're not expecting it.
And then they'll host Parkview on the 16th at home. We should have that ball game for you live. And then they'll travel to Carthage, Nixa, and Rolla.
Good job.
And that is caught again. Another F8. 2 batters in a row. That's 2 outs in a row for Waynesville. Then our next home game we'll stream after that will be, I have September 30th against Kickapoo, but may not happen. Or I should have that. It depends on what the schedule figures out and all that stuff. But looking at districts here, we'll see what and in fact these two teams will meet again in districts at some point.
Do not throw. No.
Waynesville in a precarious position there. They're going to let the runner go to second.
So that's a design play. They were wanting the attention of that runner at second. That way that runner
scores.
At third could start playing cat and mouse. So I feel like we did a pretty good job right there. Yes,
Taylor
advanced, but we still got
up
the
to bat,
run at third.
and it is in fact Taylor. The first pitch is a strike.
It is an 0-2 count with 2 outs.
2 strikes actually.
Tied ball game. Runners on second and third. That's a strike 3.
And that is strikeout. Third batter, third strike.
You know what, Allen? You asked for Eye of the Tiger earlier. You got it.
All right. So it is still 6-0 or 6-6. We'll be back.
Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh.
And we are back here. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. Waynesville, the home team here, so if they can get a run and play defense, they will win this game. But if not, they will have to defend the bottom of the 7th. However, foul ball. For the Lady Tigers here. Brian up to bat. She has been tagged out at third, and she has a single. And then she also has a 5-3 put out.
Foul ball.
So that will be 0-2 count here so far. But the Waynesville district is Branson, Glendale, Kickapoo, Nixa, Ozark, Republic, and Rolla. I think you go by winning percentage is how you pick your winners. So currently Republic, which is 5-2 right now, so if Waynesville, and that is a strikeout. If Waynesville can pull off a victory here, they will give themselves good seeding in the district. Waynesville 3-4 right now. Ahead of them is Nixa at 2-2.
Abby Nicole.
Abby Nicole coming up to bat. 1 out for Waynesville. Glendale number 2, Kickapoo number 3. And then below Waynesville is Rolla at 3-4, and Branson 3-7. Ozark is 2-5 currently. So in fact, there are almost half the teams are Tigers in that district, by the way. As always, foul to...
That was a heck of a play by the first baseman.
That is out. That's a really good play on that. We'll put that as an F3 on here for out number 2.
Now batting number 4, Ruby Hisatake.
And Hisatake coming up to bat. So currently looking at our football districts that we are also in here. We'll see what MSHSAA has currently with the standings of those. They do they go by a point system on that, so the record doesn't necessarily mean anything. It does, but it doesn't. And Jefferson City currently, football-wise, our district is Jeff City, Glendale, Lebanon, Capital City, Camdenton, Hillcrest, and Waynesville, of course. We're Class 5 this year, which makes some people much happier than in the past.
That's
1 ball, 2 strikes. Thought she had a strikeout, I guess. But Jeff City, with 49 points scored, 7 against, is number 1 right now, has a 2-0 record. The only team that has a winning record right now in the district. Glendale, number 2, high-scoring offense and giving up a lot of points on defense, 82-56. They're 1-1. Lebanon.
Did you say 82?
Scored 82 points in 2 games.
Holy moly! Good for them.
Lebanon has scored 58 points and had 61 scored against them as they sit number 3 in the district at 1-1. Capital City has scored 77 points and given up 35. And then Camdenton has scored 20 points and given up 59 in their first 2 games. And then the Waynesville Tigers just ahead of Hillcrest. That ball is out. We're going to end the inning here. And we'll talk about the bottom of the football bracket in a minute here. We'll be back after this.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires.
And we are in the top of the 7th here. Goki up to bat first. First pitch is a strike for the Tigers. But Waynesville Tigers, they are currently the 6th team in that district. There's only 7. So currently they would play at Lebanon if districts were to start today. 0-2 count. They have scored 8 points on the season, had 106 against them so far. 2 very good teams they've played in a row. They'll be on the road. I'll have that game live this weekend against Willard. Then the Hillcrest Hornets scored 6, had 86 against them. They're 0-2 also. So they're part of the Ozark Mountain Conference, and they will be playing Glendale if the season started right now. So most of the schools there, they got a chance to play in the city of Springfield. Another foul ball. Still 0-2 count. It is Goki, Carter, and Emma E. Or maybe whoever number 3 was. That's changed a little bit, that last spot, but... Ball out to the shortstop. Good play on that. 6-3 put out. That is our first out of the inning here.
Number 8, Maddie Carter.
And Maddie Carter coming up. Now, if I remember right, I think... Well, we'll find that out. And not even moving on that. That's going to be an F6 for out number 2. Do they do the extra batter?
Number 3, Emma Ellison.
And Emma Ellison coming up. Do they do the extra batter in softball for extra innings where you put a batter at second?
Oh, the international rule?
Do they do that in high school?
Into an extra
Okay.
Inning, yeah. So I think they'll play a straight up 8th inning. But I'm not going to lie, Alan, I'm kind of feeling a walk-off by the Tigers if we get out of this one.
I'm agreeing there. That is high, and that'll even this count at 1-1.
We are going to have the top of our lineup, so that's a promising start right there. 2-1 count, 2 outs.
And then looking
top of the
at
7th inning.
While we're looking at some things for our junior high football schedule, we'll have some junior high games broadcast this year. We will have every home 7th grade game broadcast, which their schedule has changed apparently. So we'll have to figure that out. But anyways, the schedule has changed for the middle 7th grade football. But we may just have 8th grade football that day instead. Do want to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County for that. And strikeout on that, looking on the full count. So Tigers coming up, chance to walk the game off. We'll be back after this. 3 outs.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday. We are back here again, and Falcon with Gasconade Junior High, apparently, out of Leclerc County. Nididich up to bat. 10. Tigers first out. Nididich with the infield fly out there. Or infield, whatever it was. I wasn't actually looking. But anyways. We'll do that. First out of the 7th inning here. And that pitch is a strike. I did not know there was a K-8 school out there in... And their only sports are shooting and football, apparently. Not even basketball.
Yeah, girl, get up. Let's go.
Let's go. A single.
We're on first with Riley Grossfeeder coming up.
So Riley Grosswiener, then Reagan Grosswiener coming up.
Now batting for the Lady Tigers, number 1, Riley Grosswiener.
This is the 7th inning, so the first run will result in the walk-off.
This might be one of the best softball games I've seen in a while. Very well played defensively.
And this is up. That is out.
We got 2 outs.
So 2 outs now. Runner on first. Reagan Grosviner coming up.
This is how you draw it up right here. Waynesville's best batter.
And Waynesville going in their district currently, sitting at 4. They're going to be facing this is the number 1 team in the district right now. That is tagged out, force out. That will be out number 3. So we're going to go to extra innings. We'll be back after this.
Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local, non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports.
And we are back. It is extra innings time, brought to you by Security Bank of Pulaski County. Also, Bank of Crocker, one of our football sponsors this year. We want to thank them for everything they do. And Bank of Iberia, our proud supporter, one of our main sponsors this year, supporting everything in Iberia and Waynesville. So thank you for that and all your support. And then up to bat is... I don't know where we are at the moment here. Oh, we're at the bottom. So we're at 23. Pitchfork, I guess. 2 balls on the board so far. Strike on that. And we are still tied 6-6 here if you're just joining us. The last runs were in the 3rd inning here. It's been a defensive battle, several quick innings. And over to third base, out at first. That is a 5-3 putout for the first out of the inning here. Coming up next should be Paige.
Number 4, Paige Elzenrod.
Yep. So Paige here was stranded on 3rd in the 6th. Was stranded on 3rd in the 1st. And was out in the 2nd and the 3rd. That was a strike. Apparently no one on base here. That one's a ball. And also this weekend, don't forget, we have youth football on Saturday. Why sit there and pay for college football? And you can watch youth football all day for free. This is out against the fence. That is caught up against the L of the Lady Tigers.
Let's go, girl.
And that is out number 2. That's going to go down as an F8. And Mia...
Number 18, Maya Carnes.
So Maya Carnes up to bat here.
I always said Maya because I heard a fan say it.
And strike. So Tigers really getting the ball where it needs to go at the moment here. This has been a battle tonight so far.
Yep.
Foul ball. So 0-2 count. 1 pitch away from ending this inning here.
What a game. Like, if they're not watching your broadcast right now, Alan, they're missing out. I'm not going to lie.
And that is it.
That is awesome. Let's go.
Strike number 3. We'll be back after this. Tigers coming up. Chance to walk off again.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. ZCM Timber Harvesting is your local timber harvesting service in this part of Missouri. Give Sarah Martin and the team a call. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia.
And we are back here. Elena Gordon, or Sadie Fawn. So she must be pinch hitting here. Fawn has pinched run many times. Pinched run, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, Alan, I did not extend my script for an 8th inning.
She's been the pinch runner here. She's number 2, by the way. She's come in several times.
Script, you're getting pure coach
1 and 1. And Fawn trying to get a short little bunt out of that. That's going to be another strike. 1 and 2 count here.
Oh, that's beautiful. Get there.
And she is out.
Good play. Nice bunt. Great play.
Good
Once again,
2-3 put out on that. Now Kayla
Number 13, Kayla Calhoun.
Yep, Calhoun. That was a good guess. Calhoun coming up to bat. So 1 out.
She might be a freshman, but she's definitely been on fire lately.
Calhoun has scored in the first and has had an out in the 3rd and the 5th. Foul ball.
Straight back out our face. Thank you, net.
Into the net there. Grab the other pen.
There's the dugout.
So 0-1 count here for the Lady Tigers. Pitch 0-2.
High and swinging a miss.
And we're still tied 6-6. Waynesville in the orange, Republic in the black. I want to thank all the advertisers that have made this game possible, along with the advertisers from the football video board. We need to really thank them a lot for what they're doing here. Foul ball. But I want to thank Security Bank, Infused Credit Union, Thai Mubon Restaurant, Phelps Health, Perimeter, and Mercy. I believe that is all of them. So I want to thank all of them for being our football providers, which later this year against the Kickapoo game, Waynesville School District also, they'll be providing coverage of that game at Kickapoo. And then Security Bank, of course, our partner for the regular football season also. We do want to thank them for all that. 2-2 count. Last 2 pitches were a little bit away. And foul ball. Mabach, good fielding there. So digging in here, Calhoun is 6 pitches into this at bat so far, waiting for the 7th.
What an
Again, towards Malbach over there. Needs to get that dive going down there. Should have dove for that ball.
I'm surprised she didn't.
She even said, I'm not going.
So, coming up on pitch number 8 here in this at-bat. Lady Tigers battling out. That is a ball here, a full count, and payoff pitch is on the way here. Anything in that zone, you're going to be swinging at this thing. And there you go. That is number 4. 4 foul balls at this at-bat, battling away.
This is a heck of an at-bat by freshman Kayla Calhoun. Good
Into the dirt, and she will earn that trip to the base. That is our first walk in a while here. And that is a good timely walk on that. The winning runner is now on base.
Number 5, Kaylin Bryan.
With 1 out, Bryan coming up to bat. She has been tagged out at third and has struck out and also had a 5-3 put out.
I'm also going to add this, Allen. Last week, she hit a bomb in the JV game. I think it hit a squirrel out in that tree in left field.
Oh?
Yep. I'm really thinking that they could make some real nice stands, though, out there on that hillside.
It would be perfect.
I mean, it wraps almost perfectly around the stadium. I mean, that would be beautiful.
Seats out on the hillside. I think this would be a state championship quality field right here.
You could add 400 seats out there, I guarantee it. Put them all the way across to that pole.
But then where are the deer going to graze?
Well, they'll come down here. They'll still be down here. You make a little grass area for the deer to hang out.
Perfect.
They can watch the game too.
We need to put a big W out there on that outfield or something. And Bryan, the first pitch is a strike.
Be patient, bro.
Runner
Like I said,
at
I'm
first.
off script, so you're going to get a lot of play-by-play by me, probably. Over here chewing the lid off of my Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
And number 2 on the strikes there, so 0-2 count.
We need a pass
Runner
ball.
at first.
Hit the runner on 2, and then a single for the walk-off. Almost sensing it. It would be nice.
And that ball is away.
She threw it exactly where the catcher needed it, but it
What-
was about a foot off the plate.
What the Republic Tigers don't want to do is put another runner on.
That's another ball. There it is. There's the pass ball. Get down. She's safe.
And that is a free base on the play.
All right, there's that pass ball, baby. Kaylin's got an opportunity right here.
And 2-2 count coming up.
We got to be smart on the bases, though.
Anything in the outfield will bring the runner in. And strike on that.
Pitcher is fired up right now.
So 0-2 count here. Runner at second.
Number 15, Abby Nakal.
And Nakal coming up to bat.
We literally just
Nakal-
hit a single right here now.
Nakal flew out to the first base, I believe, in a nice play in the last inning there.
Is
Runner to
another
third,
pass
no
ball.
contest, or not contested on that, as the ball, I think, got away just underneath there.
All right, we need a good secondary.
And the winning
leadoff.
runner is...
Another one of those will end this game.
So anything in the outfield will bring in the winning run right now.
100%.
This is where you, if it goes to the outfield, you just sit there and wait for the tag, and then you go. Strike on that. That is an 0-2 count coming up now. And again, thank you for joining us here. We'll be back again on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We still have 8 more broadcasts to go, and they're all football games. So if you like football, this is the place to be. That is the ball. We have 8th grade on Thursday, varsity on Friday, and then the greatest of football, 6 games of WIF football on Saturday. If you've never seen a kindergartner run 80 yards run for a touchdown, it is something very interesting. And that will even this count, 2-2 here. Hisataki coming up. She had a double and a single in this ball game already. So a big batter coming up next. If we can survive, this is over to first. That is out. That is going to be the end of the third. Runner will be stranded. And we're going to the 9th. We'll be back.
Osage Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gas Osage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gas Osage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gas Osage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs. Whether you live rural or in the city, they can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play. Be sure to check out the Missouri Sports Network for all your live sports updates throughout the year. Check out the Scoreboard Guy on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, amongst other live sports, including a live post-game football show following every Friday night beginning week 1. And then you can join them, hang out with the coaches on Monday nights, Bambinos in Springfield, for the quarterback club. See you this fall.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
So top of the 9th here, extra innings for both these teams. Republic coming up to bat. And that is, again, out to third base. That is an F5 on the books. Addie Brown out number 1.
I get fired up, Alan. I love these games.
Coming up next is 22 here.
Yeah, take that.
That is Dishman coming up to bat. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a strike also. I thought that's what that was. That is ball. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
I'm probably not gonna have time. Look at her feet. Her feet are out of the box.
And strikeout. 2 outs. Taylor coming up to bat for Republic now.
Sorry. That might have been loud. Great job, Abby.
So we're still tied 6-6 here in the 9th. And that is up. That is Caught. That is out number 3.
Sadie
F9, Sadie Fawn with the out.
I don't even know what song to play. What song to play?
And we'll be back after this. Bottom of the inning once again. Tigers coming up.
Johnson Insurance is your local personal insurance provider in Dixon, Missouri. Has an office right there in downtown Dixon. Been there for many years. She will personally come out, talk to you about your insurance needs. Check her out in Dixon. Pulaski Talks is your local non-biased news source for Pulaski County, whether it be local headlines all the way to the state level. Check them out on YouTube at Pulaski Talks. Tri-Town Sports is your newest youth sports facilitator, having volleyball, basketball, among other sports this year, including flag football. Check them out on Facebook, Tri-Town Sports, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood. The Licking Athletic Booster Club would like to wish good luck to the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year as they compete in their fall sports and they get ready for the basketball season, again, as they start the year off in the Frisco League Tournament. Good luck, Wildcats, from the Licking Booster Club. Dog Patch on Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store. And
we are back. Hisataki up to bat now. This is her third at bat. She has scored, had a double, had a single, and she has a infield out by the pitcher. First pitch is a strike.
I'm getting it queued up. I'm feeling it, Alan.
6-6 here in favor.
The famous St. Louis
both with the
Blues
Tigers.
game winner song is already queued up.
Foul back. That is out.
Good play, catcher.
Catcher with the
like a cat.
Out. That'll bring us to the top of the lineup here. And the netter
Number
ditch.
7, Alexis
Nenadich coming up to bat, followed by Cobb, and then Grosvenor and Grosvenor if need be.
Yeah,
and that is out. That's a single.
Get on to it.
That is a double.
That a girl.
Slides into second for a double.
All right.
So with one out, the winning run is again
number
on
8,
second.
Kendall Cobb.
Cobb coming up to bat. Cobb has scored in the first, then has had 2 outs. Nope, 2 outs, and then she had a double. So a double here would bring in the winning run. And the bunt advances the runner. She is safe. And that is it. The Tigers win the game. That is the ball game. Waynesville Tigers with the victory on this, coming out. Walk off.
Dad, can I push 7?
Have a good night. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. We will see you Thursday for Tiger football.
Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri. Brian Borum of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your